Hello, namaste. Let's have a conversation. So normally when we do conversation between each other, we do mind to mind. And as long as we are in the mind, we will always have a dualistic point of view on things. It's me, it's you, it's this, it's that, it's right, it's wrong. And I was sitting waiting on the bus a while ago, and a woman approached me and asked me where my clothes were coming from, what culture and whatsoever. And we ended up in a more deeper conversation where she asked a few questions. And one very interesting question is that we have a tendency to believe that there are injustices on earth, right? Things are going your way or not your way. People are being born poor. Some people are being born rich. Some people are born with a very, very healthy immune system. Some people are born with a tumor or something else which is very, very negative. So how come? She asked me. And I told her it's karma. And then she got this realization, right? Because she has been in these thinking patterns about how can life be like this? How can people be poor? How can people be rich? How can there be so big difference between us? So if we go a little bit deeper every time when we have, as we grow and as we become more and more aware, the thoughts and the answers we want becomes more and more deep every time. And there will always be a new question popping up. So we all had past lives, and those past lives are recorded into our DNA, and that comes alive when you enter into the womb and enter into a new body. According to the planets, according to every constellation in the universe, you become a new human being with the soul inside. So the soul inside the heart gives expression, and the soul is also consciousness. So consciousness makes everything works in the body. So the soul expresses itself and you become alive. The soul goes out of the body and you die. The soul enters the body and you become alive in another body. And so it goes on and on and on for lifetime after lifetime, until we come into a realization where we can become one with the Absolute, one with God, one with Krishna, Allah, whatever you want to name it, it doesn't matter. We become one with the Creator. But until then, we have some karmic patterns that we need to go through. It may be issues with your health, issues with finance, relations, progress in spirituality. We go through different stages every single day. So there is no he's so lucky or there's so injustice against him or her. It's all based on karma and what we have done before and what we have created, and that has to be played out. That's a natural process of everything. So when you can understand that, and when you can come into acceptance, you can accept. Then you don't. This is a big interesting thing also that you can think about. Instead of taking other things on you emotionally, mentally, right? You can observe it and you can have compassion, because there is a difference between compassion and take other people's sorrow and misery on you. We all go through different misery stages in life, That's natural for all of us. There is enough karma on your own. You don't have to take other people's karma on you as well. So please observe that a little bit. You don't have to. It doesn't mean that you don't care. You can care, but you don't have to take it on you, right? And that is a distance. And that is the difference between when we become more aware or unaware. When we are unaware, we're just going through this without even thinking about it, right? But now when you think about it, you can start to detach a little bit from, first and foremost, your own emotions and feelings, and then others. Then you can watch with the inner eye, with the eye that is a little bit in the back, right? Without taking it on you. That will free yourself, and you will become more free. Because when you go into those different emotional stages, you lose a lot of prana. Okay? Every time we go into an emotional, what I call emotional drawdown, you go into something emotional, you lose 10,000 voltage of your own prana that you have stored or not stored, and then you can come below, and then you become depressed, you go very, very low, you get totally blasted out, and you don't have any energy at all. You're not able to think, you don't know what you want, what you do. Everything becomes chaotic because the mind doesn't get enough vital energy to work properly also. You don't get enough oxygen, enough prana into the brain so everything works correctly. So you may wonder how to do this, because it's not easy. It's very, very, very hard. You have to practice meditation, yoga and mantra every day. You have to put up a program for yourself where you do X amount of time for spiritual practice. We call this sadhana. Sadhana is our spiritual daily practice. And when we put this practice into our reality, we slowly start to see changes. And sometimes it can be worse, and can be worse for a long time actually, because now we become more and more self-aware of the ego, of the emotions, and new layers comes up, right? New layers comes up, and when it does, we can be frustrated. And when you become frustrated, it is also a sign that you are not totally developed in your mind. Frustration comes when mind wants something very quick. We want a very quick fix, and it's not always going to work like that. So we have to develop patience, and patience comes when the mind develops. Mind develops through yoga, mantra, and meditation. It is a very, very good way of working with the mind, so mind can work together with the heart, not separately, right? So I wanted to share it with you, and I hope that you can listen to it and take in whatever you like from what I said and start to practice with it. Detach yourself, don't get too involved in your own emotions, in other people's emotions, and start to work with that. So I wish you all a good day. I'm in Stockholm, enjoying Sweden again after 6 months in Bali, and this weekend I will hold a class in Stockholm. I'm very happy for that, and the next week I will be in Gothenburg. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I will happy to guide you further on. So I wish you guys a very good day. Take care of yourself, work with your emotions, work with the attachment, work with acceptance, develop your patience. There's a lot of things, but everything will unfold naturally. As more as you grow, the more awareness you rise in your consciousness, then the more easy everything will become. So namaste, love and light from me. Have a very good day. Goodbye.